Udah gacha rungkat, rungkat. Anda jangan dilihat kalau rungkat tuh jadi bikin orang orang malas. Gacha. Dribblingnya 89 kurang 1.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Nicely shaped ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And it's Iniesta. Roger, there's very little room for debate when it comes to Andrea Pirlo's legacy in the game of football. He made that deep-lying creative position his own.
Although I believe it was something that happened almost by accident.
Pretty happy accident.
Yeah, it seems he started out as a number 10, but he didn't have the necessary pace or physicality, so he just dropped deeper. Now his game is all about stepping up at the right time, picking the most perfectly measured through balls, and he's nailed it.
Has a look and place it forward. Oh, well measured. And this is Ibrahimovic. Threatening run, but a measured piece of goalkeeping.
Well, his positioning was just spot on, and he made the goal look an awful lot smaller.
Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Azar. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Quarter of an hour played. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Luis Suarez.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, it's Dembele. Pirlo. Oh, good spread. Looking for options for movement. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Looking to play him in. Dembele receives it in a wide position. Cross to the back post. A mighty effort! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Milan have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Probing pass. Oh, delightful ball. It's Dembele! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Dembele really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Tries a shot! Oh, what has happened here? That'll be a corner. And we have our very first corner. And it's a poor one. Well, he has managed to get that all wrong. Oh no, what has happened here? And here's Dembele. Dembele! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Dembele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. It'll be a throw-in. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. So, third corner of the game. Pirlo plays it short. Now the cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Distributed tidily. Best. Oh, nice touch. Chooses to go back. Now, can they get him away?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mbappe.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Roberto Carlos. What a throw in.
Smart assist player ini. Smart assist go to hell.
And he's managed to gift it back. Iniesta. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And here's Suarez. Could try cutting inside here. That looks a good cross. Not the most convincing of passes. Here comes... And the shot! He scores! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application.
Smart assist deh. Smart assist player sampah.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Looking for a runner. Bergomi promptly onto that, and that is that. Well-timed, excellent interception. Yaya Toure. Played out to the left flank. He's in space and looking for options. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. Milan get the ball rolling for the second period. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Dembele. And it's Lam. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Mbappe. Ambitious ball here. Nicely spread. Well read. Nice interception. Pirlo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. It's a goal kick. Neymar. Iniesta, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. That pass just didn't quite work. Pirlo. Ibrahimovic. Can he spark a counter here? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Throw-in. Oh, that's delightful.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Smart assist mainnya gerak duduk ya, Nan. Sampah.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Big chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Yaya Toure. Baresi. Out to the left it goes. Maldini, always a very imposing presence at the back. And back to the keeper they go. Hoisted upfield by the keeper.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe. A noticeable change. He's had a shot! Goal! Milan! And again they hit the front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Jeliti.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Just about up to 75 minutes. Great ball, and he's in here. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Good chance here!
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
He has found the way through. Mbappe pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Now this could be a chance. Takes a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's Luis Suarez. Knocks it into space. Floated through. And that has been clubbed away. Albert Ferrer. Played back in. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Iniesta. Great vision. And he's in and he shoots! Oh, it's come loose. Roberto Carlos clears.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Just about within shooting range. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Good ball, good take. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. That's that, the end. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So off we go then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Best. Gives it back. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. So here is the master craftsman, the arch schemer, the distributor-in-chief, Andrea Pirlo.
And I imagine he's already thinking of ways to pull...
Chance! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Rodri. Quality ball. Nesta gets over and intercepts. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
First quarter of an hour gone. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. No goals as yet. And it's Cruyff. Wriggles his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Ibrahimovic! Goal! Milan! You don't keep those out. He knew. He just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum.
Can he finish? Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead. He's had a shot! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Leicester has given away a free kick. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Best. Decent chance! Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Goes for a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Tries to play it through. Roberto Carlos promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Cruyff. Well, that looks a decent ball. Shot a goal! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Milan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, it's Dembele. And it's Ibrahimovic. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He can run onto that. Roberto Carlos makes the interception. Messi. Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Pirlo running with the ball. And he's in on shoots! It's in! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
It's become a case of men against boys. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to pass it through. Thuram. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Shevchenko. Iniesta. Rodri does really well to win the ball there. Looking for a run-up. Oh, delightful ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Milan really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Milan pretty much out of sight here. It really has been a one-sided game so far.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che non è consentito parcheggiare intorno allo stadio. Grazie della collaborazione. Sostituzione per il Milan.
Here we go again.
Numero 2, Roberto Carlos. Numero 16, Lam.
He's going to be disappointed with that.
Campo per il numero 21.
Turns back here, probably that could spell trouble. He might be in here. Chance! They've done it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan playing for pride here, the match surely beyond them. Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Pinches it off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Best. Now it's Shevchenko. And he cuts out the supply. Well, that pass isn't the best. Nesta. Looking for the run.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Big chance! It's in! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And they've got rid. And claimed it back swiftly. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, nice touch. Looking to go deep. And the keeper beats it away. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Ronaldinho aimed beyond the defence. Milan have reclaimed it. Cruyff. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, truly brave defending.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Played into space. Now that's well seen too. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's found a way through.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Milan are making a change now. And that's gone loose. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cruyff. Rummenigge. Messi. Best. Knocks it into space. Taken back almost at once. And it's Messi. Knocks it out wide. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Bale. And they can counter here. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Nesta. Thuram. Best. Gets a good foot in there. Bergomi. And the counter is on. Vieira. Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And here's Bale. Lahm. Expertly cut out. Koeman. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That ball looks a good one. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And that is as far as it goes. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che
What are your
potete
thoughts on today's
partecipare
game then, Jim? Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Milan e Manchester United.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Watching, there's very little room for debate when it comes to Andrea Pirlo's legacy in the game of football. He made that deep-lying creative position his own.
Although I believe it was something that happened almost by accident.
Pretty happy accident.
Yeah, it seems he started out as a number 10, but he didn't have the necessary pace or physicality, so he just dropped deeper. Now his game is all about stepping up at the right time, picking the most perfectly measured through balls, and he's nailed it.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway.
It's impossible to ignore the genius that is Andrea Pirlo. He plays a deeper midfield role, but his whole game is designed to spray passes forward.
Just one of a kind.
Yeah, these guys now are almost extinct.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Nesta. Now Pirlo. And it's Thuram. Bergomi. Pirlo. It's a pretty loose pass. Searching pass he's played there. Nesta. Thuram. Somewhat off target. Bergomi. Roberto Carlos. Threads one in. Shoots! Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Odo. Now he's got space here. That is ended up in no man's land. Roberto Carlos. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Bergomi. Ambitious ball here. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now that's well seen too. Not the most accurate pass. Milan are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Bergomi is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Pirlo. Nicely spread. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's managed to get free. Ping climbs up big!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Lam. That's very neat. That is good strength. Now it's Ronaldinho. Dembele.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tries to pass it through. And this is Dembele. Howson defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ronaldinho quietly revving up. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Bergomi. And it's Gattuso. "15 minutes till half-time. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Beckham. And that pass just didn't quite work. Thuram. Pirlo.
This is the time you need that pace.
Odo gets over and intercepts. And it's Henderson. Pirlo. Dembele. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Knocks it into space. Oh, smashing header! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Xabi Alonso is there, and he can pick it up. That's a cute ball.
Well, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Pirlo. Probing pass. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Howson is the team's great visionary.
That's alert.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Here's the start of the second half.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Now it's Dembele. And here's Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Pirlo. Oh, it's Dembele. Milan finding their passes. Here's a shot. Goes for a shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Was there ever any... And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. So here is the master craftsman, the arch schemer, the distributor-in-chief, Andrea Pirlo.
And I imagine he's already thinking of ways to pull all the strings from that deep-lying position of his.
He's great, isn't he? The vision he has, the way he can see and measure everything in front of him.
Yeah, it's just fair to say that he's always that one step ahead of his opponents.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Hullet. Cruyff. And it's Pedri. Cruyff. Gattuso. Gattuso running with the ball. Nicely worked. Milan. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And he cuts out the supply. Pull it.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Thuram makes the interception. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Lam. And here's Pedri. Pedri finds himself offside.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Pele. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ambitious ball here. And this is Dembele. That's been cut out, well played. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Maldini threads one in. Pullet gets into a good position. That's very neat. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
And it's Maldini. Pele. It's a goal kick. Oh, that's a key interception. Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, okay, but... Tries a shot! That's another chance! Oh, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Pullet really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Ibrahimovic is there, and he can get that clear. Milan are looking to go forward now. Ibrahimovic, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pirlo. Pedri does well to get it back. Oh, shooting chance! And it's a goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Pele conjures time and space where few can. Looking for a runner. Neatly clipped into space. Chance, surely! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Defending was strong. And Hullet! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Vietnam are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling...
Ibrahimovic! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Cruyff. Pele. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldinho. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Played into space. Good ball over the top. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Pedri. Pele. Nesta kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. How would you review the first half?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7. Numero 20.
Here we go again.
Ibrahimovic.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Looking for options for movement. Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Ferdinand is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. He has found the way through. Now it's Bale. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. This is the time you need that pace.
He won't be happy with that one. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That pass isn't the best.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Ronaldinho. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Bale. It's Bale! Vieira. Bullet. Oh, good-looking ball. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's through, now is he in? Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Ronaldinho. And the through ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Pele in the hunt and looking threatening. Good ball, good take. And the shot! Some resolute defending there. Played back in. Lahm picks it up out wide. Lahm got a long way forward to join the attack. Now it's come to nothing.
Bale really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and
Just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly. He's in space and looking for options. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Now it's Bale. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Hullet. And that's a good... He's having a shot! And that's a real chance missed. Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero
Milan
22.
have their second corner now.
Numero 13. Pirlo. Lasciano il campo per il numero 15. Il numero 11. Vieira. Cambio di giocatori.
And it's Hullet. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking tidy in possession here. Hullet. And that interception was most necessary. He read that really well and stopped it. And this is Owen. Hullet. Over to the left. He's got away. And this is Hullet. Shot a goal! They've scored! That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish. That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add. Milan get themselves back into contention. Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. Vietnam nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle. Gattuso. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then. Rooney looking to play it into the box. Vieira. Hangs one in. Guardiola getting this one clear. Lovely bit of skill. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di
No
recupero.
unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And this is Bale, and he's searching, and the shot! He scores! They have stolen level at the last! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting. It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut. And we're done. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Owen picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be
Worth
happier,
it,
but
Onik.
at the
One
final
mix.
reckoning,
Worth
it's
it, worth
honours
it.
even and no complaints.
Worth it banget. Aku udah punya
Just time
Pirlo,
for me
tapi
to
aku
say thanks to
pengen
Jim for his
udah
wisdom
punya Turam
and to wish you
2,
all a
jadi
very
aku
good
skip. Belum punya, ambil lah. Kerasnya lawannya Vietnam. Rank 70, pantesan. Isi apa konsol, Om? PC apa konsol? Ayo bang, mabar. Chat load. Kenapa ini nggak bisa loading? GG. Gacha, pilonya gacha. Mabar ayo. Punya koin. Ngadi-ngadi om Misbah. Misbah swag. Jangan pakai koin om. Pada percuma. Oh iya, INC Claudio, salam kenal. Udah NTTK. Tutorial apa? Tutorial gacha. Ungkat om, jangan ikutin aku. Anda tahu. Ya Miss Bayu, masuk om. Sama bang baru bang. Salam kenal bang. Oke on sick. Lah Misbah kemana ini? Misbah kemana nan? Emang apa? Justru ini nggak kenal itu SA. Iya betul-betul sekali. Orang-orang Winning Eleven, PES, Pro Evolution Soccer nggak kenal SA. Yang kenal SA orang eFootball ya. Yang baru baru terjun. Tapi pemain lama ada tuh kemarin Ali tuh. Pemain lama dia baru main 7 bulan tapi mainnya udah bagus banget. Jadi kalau orang-orang yang udah punya gameplay, asin Handa nih. Jangan dengerin Nanda, sesat. Orang pakai SA diomelin, orang disuruh pakai SA. Jangan ntar diomelin Nanda loh. Saya dibantai terus sama iya kalau dia keras. Lagi ence dia. Asem mantap. Nih, ketemu lawan SA nih. Mau lihat nggak? Wansik lihat tutorial lawan SA-nya. Nih divisi 2 pasti SA. Terima kasih. Fort. Orang main out wide nih. Ini dua-duanya foul player nih. Isi ruang terus. Soalnya. Biar bisa bantai siap. Bantai Claudio mana dia? Ada nggak? Iya belum biasa aja sih. Oh, larinya pakai R1 R2.
So it's away we go then. Watching, there's very little room for debate when it comes to Andrea Pirlo's legacy in the game of football. He made that deep-lying creative position his own.
Although I believe it was something that happened almost by accident.
Pretty happy accident.
Yeah, it seems he started out as a number 10, but he didn't have the necessary pace or physicality, so he just dropped deeper. Now his game is all about stepping up at the right time, taking the most perfectly measured through balls, and he's nailed it.
Pirlo has given away a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Banyak yang baru mulai pakai R2 om. Kayak aku R2 nya.
And it's Gerrard. Driving forward. Can he get on the end of this? Ibrahimovic is in a really good position out wide.
Oh. Tadi aku
That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up and
Tadi aku bikin tuh mau misbah. Ntar habis ini.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Batistuta in acres of space out wide. The ball is loose. Oh, what has happened here? Great ball, Batistuta! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Bergomi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. That's very neat. And this is Ronaldinho. Out to the right. Cross flung in towards the middle. Lingered over it, and the chance to
Biar
counter
awet
had gone.
satunya bang.
Ibrahimovic cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
And we have our very first corner. And he shoots! And
Hebatnya
now a
divisi 2
sudden
nggak
chance to
main
counter.
sabar nggak sekali dia. Ini gameplay divisi 1 ini harusnya.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Marquinhos is very much of the non-shell pass school of
Perfect.
defending. Knocks it into space. All the way back. Ronaldinho looking to penetrate opposition lines. Dembele. Dembele. De Bruyne. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Batistuta. Bergomi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Moved on forwards.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Nicely weighted ball. And this is Dembele. He's picked his way through. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Now he's got space here, and that is expertly dealt with. Vinicius Junior. And here's Dembele. And it's Ronaldinho. Nesta. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Milan are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Vinicius Junior gets into a good position. Roberto Carlos. Well, that is one way to stop him. Can he stop it going out? Gets a good foot in there. That's an imaginative pass. And he's picked it up out wide. Gerrard. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And here's Gerrard. And this is Dembele. And that has been clubbed away and reclaimed it in a trice. De Bruyne. De Bruyne charging forward, the ball at his feet. Iniesta threads one in. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Aku liatin, Onyx, aku liatin isiannya ini, tombol-tombolnya.
Play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Milan having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we are already promptly back underway. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. De Bruyne. Now it's De Bruyne. And De Bruyne! Oh no, what has happened here? And a chance! It's it!
Bawa dia pelanggaran dong.
Barcelona are back in business. Complete
Masih atau kain?
awareness. He understood what was needed And he executed it smoothly.
Dembele really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
That has certainly made things interesting. Oh no, this does not... Real chance!
Ini Om, capture aja. Oh, kok satu sih?
Milan get themselves into the lead. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Roberto Carlos. Pirlo can see things others simply cannot. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Xavi Alonso. Pirlo. Ambitious ball here. Chips it through. Pickford needs a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Level 1 tuh bedanya nih, aku pakai level 2 nih. Level 1 itu cepet lah gitu. Kalau yang cepet level 2 agak lambat. Level 3 bener-bener manual. Kalau di winning atau di PES level 1 kan yang manual kan.
Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. De Bruyne.
Divisi 2 nggak pakai cas.
De Bruyne powering forward here. And he's on it.
Keren. Divisi 2 nggak pakai apa namanya? Assist. Playernya bansos juga kebanyakan. Tapi nggak pakai SK.
Thuram. Lam. Ronaldinho. Decent chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Three!
Oke Om, sebentar.
Presence, and there is no stopping him. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning
Itu
out to
level
be
2,
for him.
sekarang level
And the
3 ini.
fascinating thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Level 3 tuh kayak rada kurang aja level 3. Akunya yang kurang sih. Suara enak-enak aja.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 4.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 20.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Il numero 19. Il numero 14. Owen. Il numero 10. Bale.
Cut,
Il
cut.
numero 18.
Kamu baru masuk, Cut. Jangan malam-malam lanjut.
Pressing's intense, and it's
Magnet.
paid off.
Magnet rezeki. Magnet rezeki, magnet rezeki. Magnet
Looking
rezeki.
for options for movement. Roberto Carlos.
Tuh.
Oh, sweet.
Kalau
read.
level 3 ngawur itunya. Allah.
What a throw in.
Cambio di giocatori.
That is lovely. Roberto Carlos. That's good play. Roberto Carlos proves just a little bit too strong. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And it's Dembele. Bellingham.
Oh shit.
Now it's
Keren.
Batistuta.
Nggak jadi keren.
Pirlo. And he's decided to
Enakan
go
level
for
1,
it.
level 2 kebanyakan main
Oh, that
pakai
is
level
rather
1 kan
wayward.
orang.
I think
Sekarang
that's just more proof that this
Mbak
team
Im yang
is very
ngajarin aku
comfortable
level
playing on
1.
the break. They're really swift.
Kalau mau ngawur level 3. Ngawur ini kayak tadi ngawur nih. Umpannya nih. Tuh.
And it's Bellingham.
Nih, umpannya lolos
Looking
kalau
to
level
play him in.
apa namanya?
This is Owen. Oh, that's
Kalau
wonderful
level
alertness.
3 tuh.
Spread it left.
Woi. Woi.
Now, can he find a finish? No way through, so back it comes. The
Wow.
ball has bounced loose now.
Body charge-nya bagus nih.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost
Il quarto
personal.
uomo
And it
indica
had to
4
be.
minuti di recupero.
And this is Bale. Conte. Oh, there's a probing ball. Zanetti was in no mood for any of that. Oh, that looks a cracking ball.
Curam.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Kalau lawan Esa enakan pakai level 1. Iya kalau mau cepat. Tapi kalau aku nyiasatinnya level 3 aja. Untuk lawan Esa.
Milan really have
Karena nggak bisa di match up sama mereka.
force that has left their opponents reeling, and that is what tends to happen when
Kalau udah kesusahan banget sih. Kalau enggak mah ya udah. Omisbah. Main Omisbah. Nggak bisa dipencet. Kenapa nih? Lag ini. Something wrong. Something wrong sih nggak bisa, Omisbah. Kenapa ya? Nggak bisa dipencet loh. Nggak bisa. Nggak bisa ini. Omisbah. Tuh. Something wrong. Nggak bisa, Om. Jangan-jangan ini juga something wrong. Oh iya, semua nggak bisa. Kenapa ya? Makin noob dong usernya ngarep skill dari Konami. Kenapa? Skill apa? Pilonya enak banget tuh. Gak bisa miss bang. Oh gitu sih. Nah, something orang nggak bisa main lo gila. Nggak bisa dipencet sumpah. Ah ini bisa nih. Eh servernya down. Loh pencet-pencet loh. Siapa Onik ya? Onik. Nih, kalau sebelum main Evo biar nggak dibantai Claudio, aku kasih tahu caranya gini. Nggak bisa. Suruh restart kali, ganti akunnya. Ini nih, sini. Academy, training, oke, training dream team, oke, free training. Terus start sama kamu nih. Start, training menu. Kamu klik yang ini, defend. Player mereka 11, kamu tuh 6. Oke. Jadi dikasih back aja DMF. Nah, belajar diserang gitu. Udah kamu sini aja udah belajarnya. Pressing, ambil bola. Ini level 3 gitu tuh. Bolanya nggak bisa diambil orang. Kalau level 1 cepat beda. Tuh level 1 tuh. Tuh. Kemana aja nanda. Ayo serang. Silahkan serang. Yuk. 11 lawan 5. Nah, baca-baca pemain kemana. Jas. Berarti bukan cuma buat Onik ya, buat Nanda juga nih. Garisnya panjang, oh iya karena aku kan masih muda ya kan, jadi pakai itu harusnya. Anak-anak muda ini offin aja nih semua nih. Oh, aku on. Kalau aku on. Ini easy. Ini kalau on tuh nyala dia. Directing gate apa namanya? Directing passers gate gitu. Jadi dia tawain anda tuh. Yang panjang itu gini nih. Kalau kita umpan pendek, nah segitu. Lihat tuh. Kalau umpan panjang tuh dia panjang ke situ. Gitu. Jadi tahu kita kemana arah bolanya gitu loh. Nih mempermudah. Ini bukan smart assist ini. Cuman memudahkan. Pinggangku. Karena aku masih muda jadi aku pakai itu. Boleh kok. Pro player apa? Mister Chen pakai. Pro player juga banyak juga yang pakai. Yang udah ini ya, yang masih muda, berjiwa muda yang masih berjiwa muda. Jas. Nih kamu kalau mau keras lagi, training setting ini kan regular. Kasihlah tuh top player tuh, bas. Kenapa nggak serang nih? Lihat nih bedanya nih mainnya. Superstar. Gak ada legend kok, tenang aja. Nah kalau kamu sama AI itu kayak kamu main sama ini superstar, pergerakan mereka. Hmm, serang kita. Dari semua hilang juga nggak apa-apa. Aku biasa hilang kok ini. Push, clearance. Nah gitu. Cuman aku kemarin pas ngeliat Mister Chan enak juga ya. Oh, oh. Pokoknya kalau kamu pressing tandanya itu kalau dia udah buang bola itu udah pressingnya udah bener. Nah, sambil silakan. Selama dia nggak pegang bola, selama dia nggak buang bola gitu, pressingnya belum benar. Kurang nih. 6, 7 player. Kalau AI lawan level menang terus bang, masa dibantai Claudio sih kamu? Gak mungkin ya. Bro kali. Claudio ya yang si Claudio. Keras mainnya dia rapih. Sabar. Ayo 6 pemain nih. Kenapa bisa goli? Philip Lam. Press, deket. Press itu jangan terus pencet press. Tapi boleh sih kalau situasi yang gitu tuh. Situasi yang genting. Hmm. Hmm. Mungkin agak delay kalau main online. Oh pakai manajernya kali, sesuaiin aja dulu. Kalau ngerasa main lambat, main position aja, out wide. Long ball juga oke lah. Kalau main cepet, kalau biasa nahan bola, main long ball counter oke lah. Kalau nggak biasa nahan bola kayak gini-gini nih, kamu main quick counter aja. Quick counter dia pemainnya apa namanya? Wah, Pirlo terbaik masalah ini kamu harus punya nih. Pirlo terbaik. Oh, kasih lihat Mas Awe ya, biar dia link up ya. Link up-nya itu loh, nikmat sekali. Nih, link up Dembele ya. Curang. Wah, curang. Nih, link up Dembele. Tuh, Mas Awe link up-nya. Saya pakai sabi yang baru, Bang. Keren itu, visionary pas. Uh, tuh, Pirlo Mas Awe golin. Owen, yuk bisa Pirlo Owen Ori. Owen kamu Ori. Awe kayaknya Mas Awe. Oh, nggak bisa main loh. Hmm. Keras. Tabrak gaming, sliding. Gas gacha Pirlo Mas Awe. Ayo, konten gacha Pirlo yuk. Mas Awe, ramein. Tapi dapat turam juga worth it sih. Kamu kan butuh back tuh, cebek. Jadi ini sih di gacha worth it semua. Kalau buat yang belum ada, kamu dibanding pakai Tony Adam, malam aja nggak bisa ngejar Dembele Tony Adam. Jadi kayak kemarin lagi 3.000 koin dapat Pirlo sama Turam. Link up bawah. Orkes nggak punya siapa? Masa nggak punya orkes? Masa nggak punya orkes sih Mas Tau? Kalau dia itu Jawarnya di daerah Mawarnya dia. Oh, pantesan. Iya dia sekarang INC dia, INC Claudio. Susah loh masuk INC itu. Masuk INC itu syaratnya harus bisa ngalahin Baim. Kalau udah bisa kalahin Baim baru bisa masuk INC. Iniesta Ori nih. Ini juga KW. Dembele tuh enaknya bisa gitu tuh, bisa burst akselerasi juga tuh. Oh, burst. Superstar kayak gini, superstar. Wah, Yuk, link up. Apa yang makan mie kayak Desember. Body yuk, body charge yuk, body charge yuk. Body charge yuk. Oh. Ini aku belajar defense malah nyerang dia. Kan? Link up ya. Oh, dia wakilin NTT di SEA Games. Playernya udah bagus-bagus sekarang. Nggak ada koin promo juga. Iya, nggak apa-apa, 3.000 koin. Kalau nggak 2.000 koin tuh, 2.000 koin. Yang 329 ya. Terus pantang mundur. Syah. Masal belajar tackle di sini nih. Tuh, gitu tuh tackle Masal tuh. Patah kaki orang. Oh, tapi udah perwakilannya denger ya. Masuk, barang itu masuk, orang itu. Kasih lihat dulu ah. Nah, biar Masal ngiler. Mana Masal? Nih. Birunya ada berapa? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 birunya. Agility, speed, nambah akselerasi sama stamina. Udah aku tambahin double touch, muscle turn, squat move, sliding tackle, fighting spirit. Tuh, 5 match 2 assist. Oh, main duo. Iya, kalau duo harus ketemu yang satu frekuensi yang minimal sering main. Nah, bisa nih. Mana tadi? Siapa tadi? Nah, bisa nih. Dua tujuh 878521. Wah, nggak bisa. Masuk nih Bang Misbang. Bang Misbang, Misbang. Racikan Ibra nih dia. 3 0 11 12 9 4. Ini dua. Ini paling balance sih menurutku ya. Main 4-2-2 DMV ya dong. Enak link up. Aku lagi enak mainin hall player nih kanan sini hall. Ini hall. Mana tadi yang misbah yuk masuk yuk. Bisa lompat, kamu mau buat berapa? Tingginya udah 200. Terus 195, kamu mau buat 99. Dia pemain basket bukan pemain bola. Misbah mana misbah? Racikan julid yang small, oke. Nih. Ini sih aku jadiin CF sih sebenarnya. 409 13 8 5 3. Passingnya enggak aku tambahin. Harusnya aku tambahin ya passingnya ya. 1 2. Kurangin deh. Nah, ini paling stabil nih. Bisa passing juga. Nah, inilah. Ini yang terbaik buat CMF. Kalau tadi buat itu, buat striker ya. Buat striker ya. Masa sedang ngecek modal tuh. Oke, nih sama-sama nih. Enggak ada yang mau mabar kah? Nggak mau ini kak. Siapa tadi? Om Misbah, Om Misbah. Sudah gusar. Sudahi gusarmu. Iyalah. Ada yang mau ini nih. Anda mau nggak ini kak? Nggak mau ini kak? Kok error sih? Error guys. Tadi lagi. Ah, bisa. Nggak ada yang ini kas. Bagus ya pemburu peluang ya. Asik, Pirlo ongoing. Kamu live gak? Masa aku harus nonton. Kalau kau nonton biasanya kamu dapat 2. Kamu mau live gak? Ntar gantian ke channel kamu. Pindah. Kalau lagi ada kerjaan. Oke, kamu reload dulu yang banyak tuh. Oh ini.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the
Udah
choreography, the
kabur aja. Siapa nih
camaraderie.
kaburan?
The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so He's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down the flank at 100 miles.
Oh, smashing header! That's going to go a long way. Ronaldinho, and this is Ibrahimovic.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Oh, what a climb! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Siapa butuh Grealish? Ya,
Dembele does really well to win the ball there. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Big header!
Pirlo.
It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Milan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game
Kenapa
for either
emang?
side actually. Rijkaard getting this one clear. And now they can
Tapi
spring
ini
out
nggak
of
pakai smart
defence.
assist-nya, asik nih.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Milan replying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's been won straight back. It's a good spell of possession, this.
Belum masuk.
Rijkaard. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Cas.
Pirlo gets across and deals with it. Played into space. Floated through. Now, can he find a finish? Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead.
Fernando yang mau
A
kompor
moment
itu
that
sih.
needed composure,
Main.
and he had plenty of it.
Oh, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Pirlo. And this is Dembele. He shifted it to the flank. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Cleared away. Park Ji-sung is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Ibrahimovic. He's had a shot! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
And yes, it's him again. Shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
(3-0) and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
It's Park Ji-sung. Milan have scored 2 quick goals here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Pirlo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, played through for the wide man. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Park Ji-sung. And Drogba. Conte. And here's Dembele. He has a look up. Caught offside that time.
Pirlo jadi maju-maju ya, diturunin itunya. Attacking Wales turunin tapi dia jadi maju-maju sih.
That is ended up in no man's land. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It's Raul! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Now he's got space here, and he was quick to react. Park Ji-sung. And it's Belletti. Edmilson. And it's Van Dijk. Now Costa Curta.
Oke, sini 90 semua aja. Tadi dia 90 tapi nggak maju.
Raul. And it's Rijkaard. Iniesta producing a good steal there.
Visionary pass. Lari-lari terus kamu.
Not the most accurate pass. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, super find. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Milan absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Udah Gi, karpet. Jangan, di meja dipotong gitu aja sih. Nu bawah meja. Ya di itu coba bisa. Iya, coba diamparin. Aibonnya jangan terlalu banyak kayak Gi, bau banget Gi. Ya. Musuhnya full bansos nih, respect. Gak pakai smart assist, keren bang.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Pirlo is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And here's Mbappe. Kante providing an out, and the shot! Final touch was poor.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter,
Podi. Finalnya Podi Faidan.
You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Pinches it off him. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's in a Dembele! No mistake! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Milan are having a ball here. That's a shade optimistic. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Rijkaard.
Tuh, Pirlo-nya maju kan?
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Suruh maju tapi dia maju.
Raul, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely weighted ball.
Tadi nggak maju-maju.
Infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
That's a cute ball. The message is clear, none shall pass. Van Dijk. Raul. That's Rijkaard. Park Ji-sung. Now it's Mbappe. Drogba. Roberto Carlos. And now the breakaway. Aims beyond the defence. Pirlo. And the counter is on. Knocks it into space. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! And he hits the net! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 4. Iniesta.
Milan choosing to make the first change. Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback.
Numero 9. Lasciano il campo
Raul.
per il numero 19. Il numero 15. Il numero
Pass
20.
is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Rijkaard does well to stand firm and defend it. Drogba. And here's Owen. Out to the left it goes. Oh, such a clever touch. This looks promising. And here's the chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He won't be happy with that one. Oh, just skips past his man. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Belletti. Now it's Drogba. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. Raul. Conte. And it's Drogba.
Pirlo maju kan.
Il quarto uomo
Pirlo.
indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Spread it left. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that's that. Milan really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents.
Tadi bagusin tadi. 8 ya. Dribblenya kurang. Ah, ini nih yang gini aja lah. Diem kok dia. Apanya, Nan? Milan este. Iya, Bluetooth. AC Milan. Siapa nih musuhnya? Hmm.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Stood up well to him there. And here's Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Dembele in acres of space out wide. Dunk can get it clear.
Siapit.
They've got a corner here. Milan with the corner. They're first. Lovely feet. Oh, that's nice. Nicely weighted ball. Bellingham looking to run onto it. header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the
Jam
box.
7 Masawa
Makes
gacha
life
Pit,
so much
jangan
harder
lupa.
for that defense.
It's their second corner of the game.
Gacha apa namanya? Eh,
Pirlo with the short one. Chance, surely!
gacha Pirlo. Kita mampir semua sana.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Rijkaard puts his foot on the gas. And it's Rashford. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Lahm tries to pass it through. Milan are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's there to retrieve it. Looking for the run. Pass somewhat off target. That's good running with the ball. And now the breakaway. Dembele. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, such a clever touch. Bellingham has been caught there, it's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. And this is Ronaldinho. That is lovely. Could be danger here. He's being urged to shoot. Now, who's going to be first to this? Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. Now it's Donadoni. Probing pass. Oh, important interception. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Robertson. Oh, shooting chance!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Can he get on the end of this? Well read, and the danger is averted. Played into space, and nicely intercepted. And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of
Kok bisa gitu, Pit? Guardiola anggapin.
I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Milan head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we're off again.
Milan really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Robertson. Rijkaard. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Well, that looks a decent ball. That's tidy. He is through here. Oh, that's neat. Shot could be on. Big chance! In he goes again! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Dembele at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Searching pass he's played there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's had it taken off him. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's a cute ball. That has ended up in no man's land.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition's...
Oh, what has happened here? And he's in on goal. Oh, chance for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che sul maxi schermo è possibile.
Enak banget sih Bellingham. Enak banget Bellingham, sumpah. Waduh, itu yang ku ingin beli gol. Yang mantep. Oh, Bellingham. Iya, Bellingham terbaik ini. Aku gacha dapet. Wah, showtime only nih keren nih.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditional Spanish number 5 is Rodri. He certainly has the sort of physique that would allow him to do the job. He has both the muscle and the brains to provide the creative and defensive support whenever necessary.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Carvajal. And it's Bellingham. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Vicious ball here. Greenwood. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely bit of skill. Now it's Haaland. Stood up well to him there. Rashford. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Ball played for Rashford. Back into the middle. Out towards the flank. And he's being shifted off it. Bellingham. And this is Ibrahimovic. Bellingham. Haaland. Rodri. Now it's Greenwood. And here's Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Ini gacha Bellingham.
Milan are looking to go forward now. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled
What's
out
up,
into
bro?
nothing.
Semangat sekali Anda.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede the opener.
Haaland
Bisa
receives
intercept
it
loh.
in a... Haaland!
Shooting bro.
Now it's a race for the ball. Now he's got space here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Asis kali ini musuhnya.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He
Jadi
read
ini
that
harus
really well and
tempat.
stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Haaland. And here's Rashford. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Courtois getting this one clear.
Milan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Pasang
Yeah, and you
smart
need a lot
asis
of movement
ini.
up front if you're going to make it work.
Pedri, and here's Bellingham. And the pass is intercepted.
Eh,
Pirlo can see things others simply cannot.
divisi risetnya nggak tahu tutup kapan ya.
Looking for options for movement. Bellingham. AC Milan could counter here.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And he's gone looking
Smart
for
assist
safety.
ini fix.
Now it's Bellingham.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Ball swung it. Oh, what a climb! Harmlessly behind.
Milan certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
It's a searching pass. Ah, that's a fine interception.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, it's Dembele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot it goal! And he's done it!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch.
Bellingham
And
adalah
they're dead.
kunci.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Ci sarà un minuto di
That
recupero.
pass has been well intercepted. Bellingham is the team's great visionary.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
In with the challenge. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any strong opinions on the first half?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Milan, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Can he get onto this? Oh, he's been caught on. He's had a shot! Off the post. And he's heaved it away. Rodri. Vardiol has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Knocks it into space. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Played back in. Now it's Haaland. And the shot! A reprieve.
Smart
albeit
assist
perhaps
nih musuhnya nih.
momentary. And it's Rodri. And here's Haaland. This might spell danger. Big chance!
Aduh, kena
Sticks
refleks.
it away! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Smart
I always
assist
thought they had it in them,
sampah.
Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Sendirian dia. Gila. Bola tadi dia.
To the lead once more. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Milan get themselves into the lead. Now it's Greenwood. Greenwood plays it in. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
It's Ronaldinho! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pirlo with the short one. And here's Pirlo. Bellingham does really well to win the ball there. Quick look, then plays it in. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Bellingham. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And it's Rodri. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, it's come loose. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Short changes him with that pass. And he's intervened well there. Threads one in. Haaland, can he finish? Oh, it's fallen loose again.
Pikau semata assist. Nggak bisa golin.
Sostituzione per il Milan.
Bosco.
Numero 9, numero 20, Ibrahimovic.
Lofted
Numero
in.
22,
Brilliantly cut out.
numero 19.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing.
Ari, lihat Pirlo.
You might just get that little
Maju
break.
dia.
And the ball's come loose here.
Il numero 26.
And it's been given away.
Sekali.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, strongly challenged there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Bellingham. Pedri. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, they could be caught out here. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Sostituzione.
This is their second corner of the game.
Ibunya ngacir-ngacir ngeri. Coba aku jadiin cantik ya. Asalnya. Wah.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Kaká.
Ayo. Gila, pola.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Attenzione, un cambio.
That's
Bale.
good play from him.
That's a shade optimistic.
Kuat banget ya
Milan
kandungan.
really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Bisa.
And that is a little undercooked. And here's Bale. Davids has a shot.
Cross terima.
There was plenty of power on that. Corner number 2 then. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Back when it goes.
Mati
Decent
kan.
shot!
Astagfirullahaladzim.
That has ended up in no man's land. Now that looks a decent ball.
Wih, kerja terus. Passing
Played
terus.
out wide. Kaká. And that could well leave a mark. Oh,
Tackle
that's
dong.
horribly mistimed, and it's
Kamu
given. Penalty. Milan, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture.
salah apa juga.
So this to extend their lead.
Kalau saya biar kenceng.
As you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head,
Curang
and that is
sih.
precisely what he showed.
Should we have ever
Teman-teman.
doubted him? Cool as you like.
Ya,
Two
dia
up
mundur.
and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And we're done. Milan can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly all results driven as they went about their business.
Pirlo nih. Pirlo jadi ini enak tuh. Ingetin dulu ya settingannya. 128 9 10 22. Sekarang kita jadiin CMF. Nah, CMF nih. Oke. Pirlo kakak duet tuh. Hello, samping-samping ini. Main apa kamu? Kamu main di park. Bellingham aja, Bellingham. Fit kalau mau 1000 sekian Bellingham Fit, dapat Fit. Pertama 100 koin. Fit, monitor Fit. 100 koin, spin, habis itu 900-nya tahan 20 detik. Dapat Fit. Coba. Antara EJ, Bellingham,
Well, football is of course ultimately just a game,
atau
and for the next 2
Pedri.
hours it might not feel like that.
Jadi 100 koinnya sekali, itu yang kedua 900-nya tahan 20 detik. Tapi 20 detiknya pakai stopwatch harus pas. Udah gitu boosternya dinyalain. Lah, kenapa aku des? Lah, muter-muter sih. Waduh, muter-muter terus. Ya Allah. Ya Allah, muter-muter guys. Tahan 20 detik boosternya aja. Tapi kamu ya jangan tahan napas ya. Kamu harus napas. Please Konami, please. Aduh, jangan dong, jangan sampai
So that's got things underway.
ngelek pemain pakai wifi ya abang ya.
Which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, a player that's very much molded in the role of the tradition.
Mbappe!
Nah bu,
And that's
kamu aja yang
on
ini nih.
target.
Siapa yang bikin ini bu?
Should have taken a breath
Oh,
with the runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
enak banget.
Over to the left. Mbappe shapes to shoot. Goal, Milan! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he was alert to it. Roberto Carlos. Well, they could break here. Rodri does really well to win the ball there. Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Kaka. Kaka going face-to-face with his great rival. Lahm is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And he's managed to get free. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Pirlo. Shifted it to the flank. Now, what about a counter-attack? This looks promising. Kaká. Shot, surely! Well, that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Milan could try it again now. Milan have their second corner now. Pirlo plays it short. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Milan have their third corner. Great chance! Really well taken goal.
3 cara ya tadi. Corner.
Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pirlo ploughing through the middle. That is lovely. Well, there weren't too many attacking options there. Referee's given a throw. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Pirlo. It's Pirlo! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Robertson, nicely shaped ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Kaka can so cleverly bypass the press. Xavi Alonso, and there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Bale. Now it's Mbappe. Olise, just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Cleared without complication. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Kaka. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, this is intriguing.
Showing great feet there. Mbappe is onto this. Pirlo. Bale. Some resolute defending there. Milan looking to pass their way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Just eases him off the ball. Xavi Alonso did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's a nicely weighted pass. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Abbiati gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, good read. Xavi Alonso. Bale. Now it's Bale. He has found a way through. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken. And the first 45 minutes are up. Reflections on the first half?
Milan certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Milan ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Looking for the run. Kaká. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Haaland. too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that's another good win of the ball. And here's Haaland. Haaland touches it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Robertson. And it's Xabi Alonso. And here's Bale. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for options for movement.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicked it back promptly. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Now it's Haaland. Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nicely weighted ball. He's in plenty of space here. Robertson. Ball driven towards... Oh, smashing header! They've scored! One sweeping move executed
Smart
with
assist
deadly
nih.
efficiency.
Pit lawannya smart assist ya. Bisa nyundul. Polisi bisa nyundul. Smart assist sekarang mah cemen. Gampang banget. Banyak kesalahan. Smart assist.
It's a quick one. Good ball, good take.
He was too tightly marked when that came his
Tuh,
way.
smart assist kan musuhnya kan.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ini pit nan, smart assist lagi nan. Lihat. Sekarang di nerf smart assist nan. Banyak kesalahan. Iya, tapi udah di nerf sekarang. Apa-apa. Sika tuh, Nanda lihat ya, Pit. Bedanya kamu mah sama Nanda. Nanda mah dia mau menyulut emosi. Tuh kan. Masih paham. Dia seneng kalau aku ngomel-ngomel. Aku harus push divisi sebelum reset. Iya. Terus dong. Ke divisi emang belum divisi 1, Pit. Aku suruh buka itu. Masih divisi sendiri. Oh, belum nge-post. Temenku belum nge-post kemarin. City. Belum.
Pirlo's cross. Abiati deals with that nice and simple. Chance here to counter. Now it's Ibrahimovic. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now? Well, and the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Owen clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So their fourth quarter of the game.
Coming on the field is
Punched away.
17, Bellingham.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Lovely. Shoots! That is delicious! He's got himself an absolute peach.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Oh, the touch is just too thick.
Paling
Could
pas
really have
kaki.
done without that.
Pity that because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Now, can they get him away? Played out to the right. Well read, and the danger is averted. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, sweet feet. Half an hour gone in the second half. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Olise. Coming on to replace him is number 7.
Lam proves just a little bit too strong. And it's Batistuta. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Batistuta. Lam makes the interception. Pirlo. Stood up well to him there. Vieira. Roberto Carlos. Pirlo. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Played with finesse. Bale, not the most accurate pass. And here's Ibrahimovic. The final 5 minutes. Ronaldinho wins the duel this time. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Coming on the field is number 24, Hazard.
And it's Lam. Out for a throw. Bellingham. Rodri. And here's Owen. Little pass back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Very nicely done.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Ronaldinho carries the ball down the right. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Hazard. Mbappe. That's a shade optimistic. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. And it's Roberto Carlos. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Owen. Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here. Climbs up big! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here.
Minum dulu aus bang.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Dari tadi kayak kalau mau DC menit 95 DC bang. Dan printing mata asis mania. Report dulu ah. Put match termination. Enak Pirlo taruh sini.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Milan.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. Tunisia have gone with a 4-5-1, Jim.
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
And he has been fouled there. Oh, it's come loose. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Tries to pass it through. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
I hope I don't seem biased towards my compatriot, but I really think John O'Shea could have a very big role to play here.
Listen, you don't win all the medals that he's won without doing something right, do you?
Exactly. And I think he's going to have a busy game, covering all sorts of defensive positions, especially when the team's on the front foot. That's when his...
It's a mighty effort! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. So this the chance to fire his team in front. And he's buried it! 1-0! Not much more than a formality.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
Tunisia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, it's Dembele. Yeah.
This is the time you need that pace.
That ball looks a good one. He's in space and looking for options. And this is Mohamed Salah. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Lahm is wide and looking to get onto this. Lahm is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Foot in. Ibrahimovic. Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Opts for safety. Pirlo. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Fabulous save by Bruno! That is lovely. Kaká. Great vision. Oh, no joy this time.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And that has put paid to that. And it's Pirlo. He's a sharp little ball here. Ibrahim, big chance! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Yeah. Oh, good spread. Nicely weighted ball. And he's onside. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so... Oh, smashing header! He's missed, but not by that far.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, such a clever touch. He's going all the way. Lam. Bruno claims comfortable.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And here's Roberto Carlos.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Excellent interception. Pull it. Tries to thread one through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Milan sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And we are back on the way. Lovely bit of skill. Vieira. Gabriel.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Nesta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And here's Dembele. He's got away. They're urging him to shoot. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a promising run he's making on the right.
Such good technique.
He's shifting through the gears here. An instinctive delivery. Skillfully cut out. He is so
Smart assist
at
lagi
ease.
aja nan.
Danger averted for now. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Bergobi. Takes the shot! Vieira. Kaka. Pirlo. Tunisia appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Pull it. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending.
Kacau misalnya. Nih, Pirlo. Tapi kok jadiin CMF? Urungkat om.
Substitution for Tunisia, number 14, Figo. Coming on to replace him is number
Iya,
18,
Pirlo doang. Emang gue pengennya Pirlo aja. Suramnya
Substitution.
sama.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. Looking for the run. Baresi gets across to intercept that. And here's Del Piero.
Gue tau di
That's
North
another
Makasih.
good win of the ball. Lam is looking to influence the game from out wide. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Hullet. And Hullet! Oh, another save.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's
Bisa
playing a blind.
dipakai sama orang-orang. Udah di nerf juga katanya udah 3 hari yang lalu.
Size really
2-3 hari
matters,
yang
and
lalu.
it's time to make it matter now.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Messi! Vieira cuts out the pass. Roberto Carlos. No, that's been intercepted.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Hullet. He's in a good position here. There's the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
The keeper was likely to need his best there.
Sakan si Michael.
Vieira. O'Shea goes sliding in. And this is Owen. Owen! And that has been clubbed away. Knocks it into space. Mohamed Salah. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. And it's Salah. Nicely spread. Bergomi. Thuram.
Saya juga nggak guna om, udah nggak guna
Good to be
sekarang.
robust and resolute in his defending. Lam.
Tuh, player smart assist nih. Sampah kan gitu. Let's go. Report kamu biar di ban sama Konami. Kelihatan historinya kan. Si 1 karena smart assist bangga kan. Tadi dapat Pirlo berapa ya? Tuh, 180 koin Pirlo. 80 player. 9. Tuh namanya sama. Nggak perlu lah. Perlunya ini. Pirlo deh. Ya. Squad Milan, squad Milan. Full Milan. Full Milan. Hmm. Indahnya. Cadangan Milan semua. Mana Masao nih? Masao, Masao. Kakak. Masuk kakak. Asik. Oke guys, terima kasih udah nonton ya Nanda, Yusri, Elsa, Peter, Sao. Ntar kita lanjut lagi malam ya. Thank you guys.